Chicago. Just quick weather update. I know I do these at least once a week, it seems like lately, but we got some heavy rain. See that? That's where I'm at right now. That little dot there. Coming out of Dixon, heading east towards Chicago. You see it just slamming from here north into Janesville, Wisconsin. Let me make this map a little bigger. Hang on. Here's something I want somebody to answer for me. This is driving me nuts. This is live from like 2 minutes ago, before I went live. I'm on the radar screen, so you can see the storms forming here, going into Illinois, going across. This whole area up here has been flooded out for, a month or two. I believe Pennsylvania, I think, has had 2 1,000-year rains in the last month or whatever. So now I want to know, these dots turning on, those are the NEXRAD sites. That's the radar that you see. There's a big one on I-90 out here. You'll see like 20 of these giant, they're huge satellite things that are radar for this system. I remember when they were installing them. And does that not look like they're being turned on? Like pumping radiation, meaning radio wave radiation into the air. I don't know what frequency it is. That could be ionized levels. If it is, and you live near there like I do, this is why people don't feel good. This is why people are tired. This is why, if that's what that is, I don't know. But I know from common sense and from fight or flight and all that shit and my gut feeling, this is not good what they're doing here. And this doesn't happen all the time. I just showed somebody who knows a hell of a lot about this stuff. And the only thing that person would say is it could be maybe ground clutter, like you see at the O'Hare one, on the local news. But this ground clutter, if that's what this was, it only gets turned on certain days, certain times, usually in the middle of the nights when you see this. It's kind of early. It's only almost 11 p.m. Chicago time. Look at those things turning on. The whole 2/3 of this country from basically Arizona east. Look at that light up, man. What is that? And I'll show you what these dots are. If you go to NEXRAD sites, there they are. These are the actual cell tower, or the antennas that you are watching light up the frickin' sky. Now, out west, they're not turning these on, these few states. See how it's clear? So it's not just give me some BS that light gray, maybe, like this one right here. I take it off. Maybe that's interference because they turned it on to watch for the storms. But then you get this bright blue. Over here, it's showing almost down to negatives. I don't know what the scale is. I'm not an expert at this. I've never acted like one. I don't know what this scale means here. Is this power? Is this frequency? I'm going to have to look into it. It's something to do with NEXRAD. Maybe I can call the college there. That's who runs this site. And ask them why this does this. I see this only not every day. That's why I'm asking. This is really freaky looking stuff. When this thing starts blowing up, these blue patches all over the place. Let's see here. We'll go. Where is it? I don't want. I just screwed it up. And look at how these are in lines. Look at this. These look like patterns to me. That's the sub-regional, okay? So it's breaking them down. Look how they, I don't know. Those look like they're antennas for other reasons, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe that does tell them inside here. That's all of them, I think. I don't know. Let's do infrared. Infrared, you can see the clouds at night, obviously. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. That is play to animate. Let's take a look at this. There's some strong. Look at these. Man, those look pretty strong. I just want to know really what is making those things give off that weird frequency. It's picking up something, so their own radar is picking it up. I don't know. I have no clue. Here, this is the United States right now. Look at that thing popping. Woof. And what's weird is none of these are turned on. Look at that weird cloud. Is that? Look at that. What is that? Over the southwest. Whoa. That's not happening anywhere else. What is that? And that's where those things aren't turned on. And you know what? What I say about right here, when you go to the right of Arizona, it starts about here, this line. If you drew a line right here and went that way, all of these are lighting up with energy, all those sites. And looks like you're pumping something out of time. I know it's a storm coming into Texas, but they do have something right here on the Louisiana border that sometimes at night you'll just see one thing pumping shit in the air. I don't know how they do it. But I've seen how they do it. There's jet engine and stuff like that. But why they do it is what I'm trying to say. But look at this blowing up. This looks like it could be pretty dangerous overnight. Look at this thing. Popping out of nowhere. And reds. Look at those. So I think we're going to have an interesting night. And look at that straight line. It's almost like, see this line up here? This is where all the rain has been. It's like if you tilted, here's Tornado Alley's down here. And they're getting all the tornadoes from Oregon to Vermont, I guess, up in this line. It's like you're a couple degrees off this year or this season on the tornado season. They're all up high, up in here. Also where all these clouds are. This is almost looking to me like the old tornado belt, which was down here. So if you look at the, when you get the degree, the lines, latitude, longitude lines, it looks like you're 2 or 3 bars tilted. So somebody look into that if you get time. Something looks tilted. Anyways, we get out of there. And last update on this. Refresh this. And what do we got? What do we got? Come on. My computer today, I've gotten 2 strange messages out of Google. Something with a monkey on it. Another thing with all their tubes are jammed. I don't know what the hell that was about on YouTube. I couldn't log on. It was it showed me a thing saying all our tubes are tied or some crazy thing. I took a picture of it. I've never seen these messages off of YouTube or Google ever, so I don't know what's going on with that. If it's a new joke or whatever they're doing. But it locked up my computer. It was real slow. I couldn't even turn it off. It was like something's up with that. All right, here's the storms. We got storms all the way out to Dixon, it looks like. Here's the thunder now. I don't know if you could hear it. There's a big one out there. Yeah, let's rock and roll, man. This looks like it could be exciting. So if anything kicks, I'll get back on the air. Otherwise, see you guys tomorrow. WagsCgo. out of here as soon as I can figure out my software. Come on.